Nine, you still wearing the little Shasta
Yeah.
right there?
What are you talking
Oh,
about? That's
draped up
swag.
in.
That's
Oh, wait a
swag.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute now. Draped up and drift out. Nine nerds is what we're talking about. Welcome to another episode of Nine Nerd Yards. Dave breakdown. We are breaking down Dave season 2, episode 9, Enlightened Dave, and episode 10, just entitled Dave. Welcome, Nerd Nation, where nerds can be a nerd. Let's introduce the panel and let's get right into these episodes. You know him, you love him. He supplies us with all the Gucci drip. It's producer T, aka Terry. Terry, what's happening, man?
What's good in the hood?
You know what's good in the hood. Yeah, you know what's going on. You don't need us to tell you. You got us dripped out like Lawrence of Arabia over here, bro. It's great.
that Istanbul drip.
That Istanbul
Turkey.
drip.
You know what
Oh,
Istanbul is known for that I did not know, and a
the
friend of
drip.
mine, shout out to Tafari TV, pointed this out to me because he was like, "Hey, you over there to go get some hair plugs?" I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Hair plugs?" He's like, "If you like, that's the #1 destination for male hair transplants." I'm like, "What the fuck? Nuh-uh." And
That's
then
not
I
a thing.
was
Istanbul.
thinking to myself, I was like, "Wait, I did see a guy with head bandages around. I thought maybe he injured his head, and then I did see another guy." And I thought maybe they were like earthquake victims or some shit. And as I kept going like throughout my day,
Jesus.
I just started noticing more and more dudes with like bandages around their heads, and I just started seeing all the imprints on top of their skulls and shit. And then I started seeing groups of guys with each other who had like the matching headbands, and I was like, "Whoa, the dudes really out here going on road trips to get their hair transplants out here." So apparently, if you want
Nah.
some hair,
It's
go to Istanbul.
business.
Don't go
Yeah,
to
shit.
Mexico. Go to Istanbul.
Go
Get your
to Istanbul. They're doing
yeah.
quite all right.
Go get your hair, shorty. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Right.
well, if you want that hair drip, hit up producer T. He'll set you up with a trip to Istanbul. But in the meantime, you know him, you love him. El Presidente, El Capitan, the Dave to our Gator, or the Gator to our Dave, whichever way you want to say it, because these episodes are drippy. It's nine. What's happening, baby?
Oh, I'm just smoking and moving, you know what I mean? Just trying to get my gander on. Just
Get
trying to
that
get my
gander on, bro.
international
Yeah.
gander. International gander supplied by producer Terry tonight.
Uh-huh. We all love it. We all love it. Well, let's start off, man. I hadn't watched this episode in so long. Enlightened Dave, though. There's so much going on in this episode, and I really don't know if we're gonna break it. The last time we did an episode, it was me, producer T, and Jeff, and it took us an hour plus, like maybe an hour 30, to break down like just a lot of what is going down in this episode. So 35 minutes may not be it, but we're going to do our best.
We're going to have to quick, run it fast just because we're
Right.
kind of late tonight. Sorry
Yeah.
for the inconvenience. Apologies on Blake seeing Dungeons and Dragons. Not even playing Dungeons and Dragons, just watching it.
See it.
Watch
Chris
it.
Pine is great. Chris Pine's great. Go watch it. It's fun. I don't play Dungeons and Dragons, but like I don't know anything about it, but like it's a fun movie. But producer T, hit us with your top 3 from Enlightened Dave.
Enlightened Dave, top 3. I'm gonna have to say, getting to see character actor Biff Whiff.
Biff Whiff.
Biff Whiff is real.
He's a real guy.
He's a real guy. Look him up on IMDb. But yeah, he's in so many things, man. Just I love a good character actor like that, especially the ones you don't know their names. I can think of Margot Martindale. That's always one I like to name. Definitely knew her name because of BoJack Horseman because she played herself.
Margot Martindale, right? Famed character actress Margot Martindale. Yeah, good stuff. Good shit right there.
Wallace Shawn, I want to say, is another one, is a character actor. Just the weird looking people that you see in all kinds of roles, but they're never really like a major roles. It's like a step up from like a featured background actor, you know?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it was so great because I remember watching this episode and seeing from the back and being like, "Oh, that's Rick Rubin."
Yeah, look, it's Rick Rubin.
Like, bro, that looks like Rick Rubin.
You got a picture of Rick Rubin? Can you pull that up? See what actual Rick Rubin looks like?
Yeah, pull up a picture of Rick Rubin real quick if you don't mind. I was watching this with my old roommate last night. He'd never seen Dave, and they're referencing Rick Rubin. I was like, "Bro, do you know who Rick Rubin is?" And he's like, "No." And I'm like, "Bro, he's produced for Run DMC, Beastie Boys. Like, he was executive producer at Def Jam. Like,
right?
Red Hot Chili Peppers, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Kanye West, Jay-Z, like everybody has like worked with him, dude. Like this is not a if you just like rap, this guy. It's like he does all the music, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna know who
pretty crazy. These are his production
credits.
Discographies, like his credits.
Rather
they
insane,
go hard. Dude. Probably like everyone
literally
in the industry, bro.
Johnny Cash, are you kidding me, bro? Like Linkin Park. Come on, man. Like literally everyone,
Kanye West.
Everyone and their mama. Everyone and their mama, bro. It's
definitely slowed down in the
2020s.
Actually, no. I mean, it just hasn't been a lot of 2020s to actually like consider. But
I saw Rick Rubin. He went on Rogan's podcast, which means he was in Austin, and this was last September or October. I think it was last September for ACL. He was in town for it, and he went on Rogan's podcast. And he's just one of the most interesting people to hear talk and tell you about. Like, he released a book that talks all about his creative process. So it's just rather fascinating. But go ahead, man. Producer T. We got Biff Whiff.
Number 2 is going to be when he's asking for the password to the Wi-Fi and she goes, look inward.
God damn, that was going to be mine.
It's like the whole inward.
The whole inward? No, the inward.
This scene right here, right.
Let's see if I can get that going.
No, before that.
This is one of my biggest fears.
No, before that.
Inward. There you go.
Yeah.
It's not working. It's the full N-word?
Inward. Okay.
So,
look
inward.
He goes,
I thought that was kind of aggressive.
Go N-word. It's a full N-word? Like you're talking about R or what?
Oh, nigga.
And then, of course, right. Then he gets
Benny Blanco call.
And number 3 is I was talking to Nine about this earlier, and it has to be that bald cap that they put him in. Either that or
when he's an ego,
like a really fucked up bald ass head, right? That is a bald cap he's wearing.
Yeah, it has to be.
Because goddamn, his head looks so ginormous and shit. He looks like the dude from Powder. If you remember that.
It is pretty disgusting, actually. Jesus.
So disturbing.
Like,
look at his head.
Oh, it's my favorite part.
And why everything else is shaved on him but his armpits? I thought that was good.
The only thing that had hair.
Everything else, like chest and shave.
Like, I don't even know if I could actually show this. What's up, Film Age? Thanks for joining us tonight.
Shout out Film Age. At least we got something that you like, Film Age. That's what we're into. Mando, you're not too into, but Dave, we can get you into it.
Oh.
It like switches up every single time. This new layout system is kind of weird.
That's all good.
There's a couple more I could go on, but we'll keep
those solid ones. 9 favorite top 3 moments from this episode, man. Film Age, hit me with yours too.
Let's see here. I think I forget what the painter's name is. I just thought it was kind of funny.
His name is
Armand Olaf.
Or no.
The painter.
Erman.
When artists arrives, we repaint. It is important to create a pure environment.
Erman.
We have distraction.
I think it's before that.
He used to speak.
I hear that. I am amused, man.
Yeah.
Erman the painter is what it was.
There he goes. Yeah, because he says.
Yeah, that's it.
There, right there.
Rapper.
I'm Orhan the painter.
Orhan
The painter. That's a
That would
way
be
better
that's a
rap
name.
name.
Orhan the painter.
Orhan the Painter. That's got a ring to it. That's better than my rap name.
Yeah, it's probably better than Little Dicky. It probably is. But yeah, I think like just to switch up, having that not be Rick Rubin, or what he says is like, "Did you just take a picture of me?"
Mm-hmm.
My watch. How did he know that he took a picture?
Bro, you could hear the snap, bro. It wasn't that.
I didn't catch that.
If you listen to it real carefully,
snap?
imagine being outside and you're hearing nothing but nature. You hear it, and he goes,
It's windy as hell.
"Sure," but like you hear the.
Let's see if we can get through this.
Watch. You hear the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's even in the captions, shutter clicks.
yeah. You hear
you
the
just-
you hear the click of it.
Hey, Rick. I'm sorry to disturb you.
Hey, Rick.
I'm just a huge fan. I'm so honored to be here. Thank you for having me. Excited to work.
About
Rick.
I'm Biff Whiff.
Biff Whiff.
And then I think
That was all of us. Everybody was like, "Oh."
number right. Like, did he get Rick
That was the
Rubin on
audience
show?
right there. Yeah.
And I think just this jam right here, and then kind of like how he starts it off, like, you want to hear
I
some
never
more?
had a menage. That one.
It's good.
That song.
That's good shit right there.
I never had a menage. I'm about to get a fiance. My ass like a prostate. She thinking forward like blockchain, but I'm sitting thinking about the 4th grade. I was hitting on the margarina, visualizing all the packed arenas. I ain't had shit on my hands except Cheetos. That was the top. Back when Dwayne was the rock.
That shit goes hard. That shit goes hard.
Bro, he's also so creepy too when he's like the ego version of himself. Yeah, you will have to watch.
Recommend it. Recommend it. If you like Atlanta, I mean, this show, I'm going to put this on my 4th, but this show, this episode is very reminiscent of Atlanta's series finale.
And I'll say this too, because like you have the they go in the water tank, right?
Mhm.
And then you have like the whole like dream into a dream sequence type thing. And it was funny too, because they asked Donald Glover when he released 3 and 4 what he thought about Dave, and he's like, "You'll see some similarities, but like in all fairness, we wrote this before that was even released. So like you can't." He's like, "Y'all will probably compare it, but like we already had this in the gutter before we knew what they were doing. So it just sort of looks." How
pretty
it
interesting.
Looks.
Like, people have been getting at me for my Dave versus Atlanta shit, but like, how can you not see?
How can you not, bro?
Between this shit, it is. It's kind of crazy.
There's glaring dissimilarities, but then there's glaring like, bro, they were doing
like,
float tanks and this shit.
Right, and then like even just like this whole aesthetic right here.
The surrealism of that
the
dream.
Surrealism of like, just the hands, right?
The hands, bro. Yeah. Get very much the Ta-Da-Da vibes, you know what I mean?
I watched it all when it first came out. It's good. Yeah, it's
good. Yeah, 2 years ago. Came out 2 years ago. So
season 3 next week.
You get the Ta-Da-Da vibes right here on this episode. That's right. Season 3, April 5th. We will be covering April 6th. Which is
two episodes
dropped. All right.
2 episodes dropped. Do you want the names of them? Because we were going over that.
Let's get to that. Let's get to that. Actually, let's just get to it now. Fuck it.
Yeah,
we're not going to be like some channels.
2 episodes are going to be the first one. So basically, the season is about them being on tour. First episode is called Texas, and they stop in Texas. And then the next episode is called Harrison Avenue, which puts them back in Philadelphia on their tour.
Interesting. Also, side note, the tour is called Finding Love, or what is it? It's something.
Oh, it's not the Penis tour.
No, the name that it is on the show is actually the name of his first ever tour that he did. Because
if
you go back and watch like one of his first ever interviews he did with Big Boy, it was right before he was going to go on tour, and he said it was a Finding Love tour, is what it was called, Finding Love. And so Big Boy's like, "You trying to find love, Dave?" You know. So actually, that's what it's called in the show. Actually, in real life, Finding Love tour was his first tour that he ever went on. So I thought that was pretty neat correlation.
And you know what else had like a season 3? Did their whole season on tour? Yeah,
Atlanta 3.
Atlanta. Like what the fuck? Like the similarities are just too prevalent.
It's too prevalent.
Crazy.
What
Get ready
else,
for
Matt?
that Dave
What
versus
else
Atlanta season 3.
What else you got?
No, that was mine.
That was
go
it?
ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nice. Mine's are mostly quotes, but I think everybody will enjoy them. This is Biff Whiff. There's a lot of Biff Whiff quotes, but they're great. Biff Whiff quote number 1. I'm not a trick. When Dave says, "Is this a trick?" And Biff Whiff says, "I'm not a trick." I thought that was really great.
Good job.
When they're putting him in, right, in the flotation tank.
Let's see if I can put that.
Find it.
Yeah, this episode is kind of like, it's hard to figure out.
All good. The other one I have that's Biff Whiff is when Dave exits the flotation. Well, like not exits the flotation tank, but when like he's drowned, and then he starts to wake up, and he starts to get up, and he's squirming, and Adams is like, "Hold him down." Biff Whiff says, "He's like a greased pig."
Yeah,
and I thought that was funny.
I think I got that right here. Hold on, let's see here. God, I do not like how they're.
Just relax. No,
right here.
No, I haven't. It's like a greased pig.
That's a joke. And then, I mean, the other one is look me up on IMDb. I'm a real guy. I thought,
yeah.
Real guy.
And like, I wanted to do this game where it's like, did Biff Whiff say it or did producer Terry say it? And it's like, look me up on IMDb. I'm a real guy. Who said it first? Producer Terry or Biff Whiff? Right?
I mean, I am on IMDb.
Right, exactly.
You just take my picture.
Okay, stop it right there. Stop it right there. Things that producer Terry said or Biff Whiff said, right? Like, who knows?
Yeah, be up on IMDb. I'm a real guy.
I'm a real guy. Yeah. Good shit
We should do a whole game where it's like Biff Whiff quotes from this episode. And did Terry say that, or did Biff Whiff say that? And then my other one is in the dream sequence when he follows the car. Right, we all see the scene where the controller's back in his hands by the time that the car sort of goes off the cliff. But one of the things that's referenced on the car that I looked at, not only is it a white car and Little Dicky's white, but like the car also has the number 30, which is how old we're meant to believe that Little Dicky is in the show at this point.
Okay.
So it's not only an indication of like, yo, this car sort of represents like his past. Go back a little bit. I don't know if you'll be able to see it now. But you see it for sure. You see it for sure when he first sees the car.
Yeah, 30.
30
for 30 right here.
30.
Okay.
So Lil Dicky is actually 30 about this time in the storyline. And so I thought it was even more prevalent that like, not only is it like, hey, this car is meant to represent him sort of following, he like at the end of the day has a controller for his own sort of drive of where he's going. But like, it's also, there's 30 on there. Like if ever there's a point that represents like this shit is a dream and it is sort of going in the deeper layers of the subconscious, it's this, right?
Oh, let me get a film age really quick. I love everything. It's hard to pick from the Wi-Fi password onward was straight solid. Like when he's trying to create stuff, I always relate to that struggle. Yeah, like it's kind of, it sounds kind of like,
it's very relatable.
It sounds kind of like lame for me to say this, just like making YouTube videos or whatever, but yeah, I do get like too much, and sometimes you just have to like hit record or whatever and just like put shit out there, and yeah, sometimes it's just like, I don't know, I'm not feeling really good about like whatever I'm going to be doing. So yeah,
Right.
definitely relate to that.
You get too heavy in your head, and like that's essentially what this episode is, right? That's what you go like for the people that don't know, like working with Rick Rubin, he doesn't know any, like in all actuality, he doesn't know anything about engineering software. He doesn't press any buttons. Like literally, I forget what band it was, but they were like, he didn't do anything. Like he literally just sat on the couch and was just like, that's good, that's bad. Like that's not good. Yeah. This is okay. Like he really doesn't. He calls himself not a producer, but like
a guru, music guru,
a reducer.
Like a reducer.
Reducer.
Okay.
He takes all the concepts that you have and he tries to reduce it, which makes sense for an out. Like I'll give you a perfect example. Anybody that knows anything about like rap music, Kanye West's album. Yeezus.
Oh, yeah, I had to say Kanye West.
Kanye West album, Yeezus. If you listen to the album, it's a reductionist. I remember listening the first time. I'm like, this album's very minimalist. Like, it's not like what Kanye is used to doing. But Rick Rubin had a hand in executive producing that album. He said Kanye came to him with like 24 songs and like these like 10, 20-minute songs. And he's like, no, we ain't got time. We don't got time for all that, and we're not doing all that.
I feel like that may be one of his shortest albums too. I think it's only like 10 tracks.
It's like it's like not long. It's like 11 tracks, maybe. It's not that long.
Let me see if I can pull that up.
It might be 10 tracks. It's very short. It's like 39 minutes long or something.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 10 tracks right here. 10 tracks.
Yeah, it's not that long.
Def Jam Records, definitely produced by Rick Rubin.
Rick Rubin had a hand in this. And so it makes sense when Lil Dicky is like trying to do the most and he's just like trying to reduce Lil Dicky to a point of what is it? How long is it? It's 60 minutes? What is it? 40 minutes. Yeah, it's not that long. Not that long at all. And the tracks on there are great.
I feel like a lot of like rap music or like rap albums have kind of like followed that trend in the recent, like from the 2010s up until now. Like you will get a lot of some of my favorite albums, like Daytona. That's like 22 minutes long. Like I listened to Pusha T's Daytona doing like a task. Like I'll like, okay, I got 20 minutes to do a task. I'm going to put on this album. Or like a Vince Staples, or
I like Vince Staples.
And they're just like 22 minutes at most.
Very much Rick Rubin is like this.
Daddy, chill. Daddy, chill.
What the hell was even that?
Yeah.
That's very much what that's like.
Looking at track 2, Black Scales, like,
Black Skinhead, yeah.
Black Skinhead's a fucking great. That's a great
I think
track,
it's like
bro.
Black Skinhead, like I thought it was Black SKKKIN head. You know what I mean?
Oh, you thought it was differently?
Yeah, I thought that's how it was labeled at first, but
he definitely became that, huh?
He did become a black skinhead. Yeah, that's good.
No, you can't say that because he loves Jewish people now. Didn't you see? He loves Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill made him love.
I told you Jonah Hill was going to do it.
You did say that.
You actually did say that. On the everybody go back.
Everybody, you go back. Is it like
what was it?
The you people cast that
I said that's
you
why
were like,
was made. It was to calm down. They had to put in Jonah Hill. And Jonah Hill was gonna make it all right, and boom, he did. It's the only difference that I got the movie wrong because now he said 21 Jump Street, but I think he had to have watched
You people
first, and then was like, I need to watch more Jonah Hill movies. And then after watching Jonah Hill,
I need Jonah Hill in my life. Yeah,
it was like it's cemented.
You know what, Terry? You know what? You know what happened?
That's something
we got the documents to prove that.
Yo, Philip, let us know what your favorite song on this album is.
Yeah, hit it in the comments.
Kanye West watches you people and hates Jews again. I feel like right, yeah, like Philip is like dead on with that too, because I do feel like he would be like, you know what? Never mind. Fuck Jonah Hill after this.
You know what?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the movie You People was created to like calm down
to help Kanye.
And now he's like, I love Jewish people because
21 Jump Street actually is a great movie.
It's
actually,
good. I wish they would have kept making more. That's something you could have kept making sequels of. That
no, 22, they were doing some other shit, but I like 21 for sure.
I like 22 too. Bebop boop. She is dead.
She's dead. 23 and 24 for me.
Julia Roberts. They needed
to do something different.
We got like 10 Fast and the Furious movies, so it's like, damn.
That's 5 more too many than I need. When they introduced The Rock, I was like, I don't want any part of this franchise anymore. We're done. But anyways, back to
that movie's going to make $1 billion. Fast 10 or whatever, Fast X.
I really hope it.
That's just going to make $1 billion easy.
I really hope it does not.
I really love this line at the beginning of this episode, though. Right here.
Also, this is a real thing that happens.
That'd be a good album title for me.
Multi-layered white.
I'm multi-layered white. Yeah.
Also, that's a real thing that happens at Rick Rubin's. He repaints.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Also, his place is called Shangri-La. He repaints. He makes everything white, and he wants everything to be basic. He doesn't keep clocks.
So extra.
No, it's not. He's not a producer. He's a
reducer.
Yeah,
but that feels like so extra though. Still, if he's reducing.
If these artists, here's the thing: if these artists have a hard time with all the distractions that are going on,
lifting a weight you never had. I'm gonna have to check that out when I'm going for my next PR or whatever.
But if everything in the world is such a distractionary measure and like doesn't allow you to like look past your ego to actually make music, Rick Rubin's here to do that. You know what I mean? And so it might be extra, but like isn't like having your phone on you all the time extra, isn't like being around distractions extra, isn't like all these things that are not helping you produce music, wouldn't that be considered extra? Like I know this is kind of ethereal, but like Rick is actually trying to like help these artists like make music, bro. And he knows how to make music. That's all my point is. Not Biff Whiff, though. Biff Whiff is not trying to help you make music.
He's a real dude.
Look him up on IMDb.
Another part I liked here, while we're on the topic of Kanye West. Let's see here.
When he told him Kanye did it? He's like, Kanye did this, fuck it.
How many references to Kanye do we think we're going to get in the next
in this whole season?
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be, unless they had to cut some things out.
I think that's what took them so long is that
they had to
Kanye praise,
right.
What if he had a cameo?
Yo,
bro,
Philman just hit us with the best one. Fast 10, your seatbelt. That's good.
Be here all week, folks.
Okay, let's see here. Right here.
Quiet your ego for that artistry to emerge. Trust us. Kanye West was the same way.
Kanye did this whole thing.
Kanye.
Thank you, Biff.
Adams.
And it's so awkward because like
Adams.
Dave is like aggressively Jewish too, and his idol is Kanye West. Like,
right, yeah.
That is just so crazy.
Kanye wasn't doing that crazy shit back then, bro. Come on, man.
Okay, so
he was crazy though.
What was that drink called? It was Combo by who was it?
By LeVar.
Combo by LeVar. So combo
LeVar
is actually a real thing, but it is nothing like what he was doing. A combo ceremony involves
like is it ayahuasca?
No, it's those poisonous frogs. And basically, like they put like
they drain them
and they get the frog darts and they put the needles in your arm and you like start tripping, but you're really like expelling a lot of things out of your body the whole time. It's like a deep cleanse ritual that sends you on. So it's like the bad kind of ayahuasca. Like you are going to
You shit yourself.
Like you need to have a doctor on
yourself
standby.
combo ceremony.
Yeah.
Like you gotta have a bucket near you.
A diaper.
Yeah.
At the combo ceremony. So I thought that was so funny when they're like, "You're doing combo." I'm like, I don't think he's doing combo. You don't want to do that.
It's by LeVar, bro. So LeVar, like, he's pretty. He knows his things.
So essentially, he's basically like tripping off frog juice in this tank.
But also, let's
go to the next comment.
Let's talk. Yeah.
They better make more references in the new season. I feel like
double down.
They
double
should.
down.
Yeah, just double down on it. Like just the irony of like just this, like aggressively Jewish dude.
I hope there's like a whole
praising
scene where
Kanye
he's, like
West
in a
hilarious.
synagogue praising Kanye or something.
Did you guys cover Ad Man last week then?
No, we did episode 5 and episode 8. We did Bar Mitzvah and we did The Birds.
Okay. Which one is did you guys do the one with Doja Cat? Did we do that one?
That was a dating episode. We didn't do that one. We didn't have enough time.
Oh, okay. Jeez, that one's actually a really good one.
It's a fun episode to do,
it's a
but
fun one.
you could get. Here's the thing: the reason that we did the episodes that we did was because, for those that don't know, sometimes we're not on the same page, so we're getting on the same page here. The reason that we did the episodes that we did was because you could, if you watch the episode and if you watch the whole season, didn't watch that episode, you're not really missing anything, right? Like it's more of a side quest rather than it being a main plot point to how he interacts with Els, Ali, Gata, or Mike.
Bro.
So like
that
episode
episode is the Doja Cat episode is like a fun one, but it's also like a fucking horror movie. I feel like when he sends that text to her, I was like, bro,
I had a whole
works out,
dude. I watched it and I had to pause it for like a whole 5 minutes when I watched it. And I was like, what's gonna happen? I had an anxiety attack for Dave, and then to watch it and like it plays out smooth, and I'm like, this is worse than any other horror movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
like
I think I was like literally like, oh, gasp, like the first time I saw that shit. I only say that though because like in this actually not this episode, but the finale that we're about to cover, Doja Cat is at the VMAs or like
listed right there, right?
Yeah, right, like right before Dave's name. What if Kanye is Jewish in the Dave universe?
The Dave reverse?
Maybe. I feel like they wouldn't do that just because like everyone is everyone. Like they have a lot of celebrities on this show.
Right.
So I feel like and everyone just kind of like plays who they are.
But let's get to the main crevice of this episode, right? Like Dave going to Rick Rubin's to try and make music. He goes through a whole, essentially, they're like, all right, here's part of the process. And part of the process of him going through a trip in a flotation session and having this whole dive through his conscious, subconscious, and into his ego, right? There's three layers to this. Jeff broke it down. I wish Jeff was here, but he broke it down because this is actual psychology is like you have 3 layers to your ego. And essentially he goes through 3 levels, right? He goes from the house, he goes into the restaurant, and then he goes into the inner sanctum where he finds his ego. And once he meets his ego, bro, ego got all the songs first. Like one of the things I loved about this episode was like the music, bro. Like we're like finally like we get some Dave music, and it's like that I never had a menage. Like that song was fire. I'm like, bro, give me some more of that.
Well, I gotta actually listen to that shit. I do like here because one of my main gripes about this, about this whole season or about the season premiere is that shit happens in Korea and there's like almost no like reference it at all throughout the season until now, where he's like entering his ego or his self, and that's kind of at the top layer of like, you know what, you kind of just fucked me over, and now I'm, a soldier, and he's so sorry. Let's see if I can.
Doing here? Hey, I'm so sorry about everything.
And he lost his laptop. And it's just like, bro.
You tried to eat it.
Good thing I had all
tried
the
to
packets.
eat it. What was that? Terry?
No, he said he tried to eat it.
Yeah, I mean, guys, good thing I have all these ketchup packets.
Right, yeah.
I tried eating it, but thank God I had all those ketchup packets. All right? Oh my God!
And yeah, they start doing the peeing
Kiss
on
myself.
himself. Another thing that he regrets, I
Funny,
guess,
right?
like
You
that's
don't
kind of just saying he
understand.
regrets all those bird bombs and shit he used to do. Because
Right.
Mm-hmm.
deep down, he had to know that he was being made fun of.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Absolutely. Oh, let's see here. Would Jewish Kanye still hate Jews? Or would it be another religion?
That would be some Atlanta shit.
That would probably be some Atlanta shit.
So it's funny because I want to break this down real quick. Sigmund Freud divided human consciousness in 3 levels of awareness: the consciousness, pre-consciousness, and unconsciousness. Each of these levels corresponds and overlaps with his ideas of id, ego, and superego. So it's so funny that we have 3 layers, we have 3 levels. Essentially, he goes from up top in the house, deep, more deep down from the restaurant into the whole, like the being a chef into being in the restaurant. And then from there, he goes into the superego, which is where it's the all white chasm. He meets himself and he has this sort of realization that he actually makes music. And here's where we get I don't want to say we get the first like sort of unveiling of the anteater, but like it's like, yo, bro, you got the anteater to counter. Somebody had wrote this in the day breakdown I did. They said, what is the correlation with the anteater in this season?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the anteater, if we go back to season this season and episode 2, the episode's name is Antsy. If he's very antsy, he's got a whole bunch of anxiety. If ants represent his anxiousness, the anteater represents the opposing opposite force of the ants, and it's sort of eating that shit away. And it's him coming into who is his true fruition of like who he is as an artist.
Mm-hmm. Embrace the anteater.
Embrace the anteater.
And I mean, yeah, and it's like a very good parallel. Like, I think maybe my favorite episode of the season is Antsy.
It's a great episode.
It's a really good one. And then with like the ant in the last shot, like over the whole situation and everything.
And then
fantastic stuff.
even in real quick, if you Jeff pointed this out when we broke down Ad Man. I don't know if you remember this, Terry, but if you notice when they're eating and they're in the kitchen and he's calling like to try and get the beat, they pan to the dish and there's ants on there's ants eating like some of the pizza bits that he's that you
I
see
think right here, even when he opens
there's ants
in the all over the nasty food and stuff, and it's I don't know. They're getting deep.
He doesn't eat no fruits or vegetables.
Yeah, that's true.
He eats pussy, but not the fruits and vegetables. Yeah.
But yeah, this
and other stuff,
whole
that's
scene
right.
with Gata, like,
I mean, this is very deep in it itself.
Break it down, Terry.
Yeah.
Break it down, Terry. Break it down, Terry.
Man, it's a lot.
Break it down, Terry.
that is a lot, dude.
Unpack that.
Because basically, we're cook. First of all, this is a metaphor of him making his own music, making his style, making his image. He's cooking. He needs to serve himself to these people, his fans, his customers. So we got the whole restaurant, I'm a musician vibe going along. But when you throw in Gata, that's when we get into like the racism and the culture. Is he
culture vulture?
Guilty of cultural appropriation? Is he a culture vulture right now? Or is it just something that he's been invited to do? It's like, is he really showing his appreciation for the culture? Is like there is a very thin line between appreciation and appropriation, and it all really depends on like whose side of the story you hear first and how you're looking at it. Because right outside, we're like, oh my God, like what Emma says, oh my God, you're just serving them.
You're going to
you're serving them
eating Gata?
What the fuck? But like from the other side, you're like, no, Gata's like, look, I'm helping you. Remember when he was like doing the seasoning? He was like, use what I taught you. Remember how I taught you how to swag? And he's seasoning it. And he's like, do what I taught you. So yeah, a lot of things going on there.
Cook.
Oh, and also like the next thing is like the customers you see like around that table,
Right, all the white people
who's all around the table,
Yeah.
who's serving nothing but like white dudes and maybe like a couple kind of look like Indian guys, maybe. I think
You're not gonna show it. Don't show it.
Not gonna show that? Okay.
This scene though, right here, this is what Terry's describing.
Yeah, like his customer base. Not a single black person is there at all.
Oh my God. You're letting them eat Gata?
Gata said to do that, and they were hungry. I don't know. Stop filming, please.
I'm doing it. You're not stopping me.
No, stop.
And then
Yeah.
it says white guys.
Yeah, it just says white guys.
Oh,
Like
white
that is
guys.
so telling to put that in the closed caption.
Right.
Just white guys, like more. So much symbolism right here.
Yeah. It
is
could probably get a whole lot deeper than what I'm saying, but there you have it.
No, I think you broke that down perfectly, actually.
Yeah. So here's the scene, this scene right here that sets up, right? It's first his mom, and then it's Allie. And I know we talked about this a lot when we broke this down the first time. Do you remember anything about this, Producer T? Like how what the symbolism was, the cross reference was between one and the other?
I was saying like kind of like, you know, these are like the two most important women that he loves in his life, both platonically and romantically. And he's basically up to, at this point, he's disappointed in both of them.
Right.
And also, I think this might be a little Sigmund Freudian that he also, you know, he's definitely a mama's boy. And
Yeah, he's like really.
And so I felt that he also saw Allie as a mother girlfriend to him.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
Like he didn't really like think of Allie. He started treating Allie
what's it
like
called? Oedipus complex?
Yeah.
I can't. I wish things could have been different, but I know now that we're just not right for each other. And it had to end sometime.
No, it didn't.
Fucking deep. Bro, this
Really
was
weird.
a very deep episode though.
Really weird. Really good. Really good. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
And then once
he
Dave
goes
makes it
to-
past all this, he meets his ego. And we get some just fire music from him, right? Like,
oh, I forgot to plug
Yeah,
because I'll be dropping that Gina Hecht interview on the channel
yeah.
sometime this weekend.
Nice.
Brilliant interview that you guys had on before I we joined up.
before
and we linked up.
we got with 9 Nerd Yards, just so everybody knows, when we were still just doing it on my old podcast channel, we interviewed Gina Hecht, who plays Lil
Dave's mom.
Yeah,
Lil Bird's
plays
mom.
Carol Bird, Lil Dicky's mom on the show. We interviewed her, and she was just a delight. And yeah, I'm so happy that we're able to release this, and Nine's letting us just give it to y'all for free and just share this with y'all. So I hope y'all enjoy it. She was just awesome to speak with.
Yeah, fantastic. But yeah, this scene
right
I was
here,
getting a lot of like the Matrix in this vibe where
Like
he
architect?
goes to see the architect. Yeah, exactly.
Ah.
And it's just so unsettling though how he looks.
Just that fucking ball cap. Look at his fucking head. God, it's so like just
Who the
bogus.
fuck are you,
I
man?
prepared it for you. You want to hear more? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I kind of want to play this in its entirety. Let's see if
That song is fire, dude. That song is fire.
I had a menage, I'd rather get a fiance. Mama, my ass like a prostate. She thinking forward like blockchain, but I'm sitting thinking about the 4th grade. I was hitting on the Macarena. Not a packed arenas. I ain't had shit on my hands except
The
Cheetos.
unshaven armpits.
Back when jerking off used to be the motivation. I would come home racing, trying to beat my mama to my cricket.
Exactly.
While I'm sticking the printouts of the shower while using steam, then I put the shower head up on the massage setting.
Like, oh no, like he hits those melodies so well. He hits them
Right,
so
yeah,
well.
and the lyrics are just so like you're like, yeah, I saw that 2 episodes ago. Yeah, that's great.
What the fuck was that? How was I?
And you know where it goes from there, but
I'm obsessed with
can I
it.
have that? Can you send me those files?
Can you
You
send me
got
those
them.
files?
Right, like you're in your subconscious, bro.
Oh my
Goddamn.
god.
Goddamn
Yeah.
is right. This is just such a weird
But
scene.
this scene, this whole scene right here plays out to when
He's like, yeah, because he thinks he has to go through some type of ego death. And this motherfucker is so crazy.
Kill me?
You think you're gonna kill me?
So, the way in which I would beat you to a pulp, it would be spellbinding.
It will
like
be
fucking Victor's dad.
spellbinding.
Like what's the
That's
dude
so
with
good.
alopecia that plays like murderers and shit? He looks like him in this scene.
Right. Who the fuck are you talking about? Damn it, Terry. Who was that?
He's also in Barry.
I haven't watched Barry. I need to watch Barry.
I haven't seen
I've
Barry.
only watched
bro.
a
Yeah.
Anthony
few
Carrigan,
episodes.
that's his name, and he looks like Anthony Carrigan.
Anthony Carrigan. Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Anthony Carrigan. Yeah, he looks like
He does look like Anthony Carrigan. That's facts. That's fair. That's fair. Anthony Carrigan playing Lil Dicky. That's great.
You ate Gata.
No, when he tells him though, like you don't have to be highbrow or lowbrow, just be no brow.
Mhm.
Yeah, bro.
He's like, oh, you were holding me down, but you should have been holding me down.
Bro, that was deep.
And then we get the anteater here.
I didn't know they like walked on their little hands like that. Weird.
Like little wrists.
Okay, we've been talking about this episode for a while. I think we need to
Wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
Do like a condom and wrap it up. I get it.
I'll start off. Final thought. That haha, it's a joke, and the end credits scene just pure fire, and it just perplexes me
Actually,
that an album was not released after the season was done.
Because
he's got enough music to do it.
Hey. Yeah, there we go.
Man, let's see.
Hey, that's a joke. That's a joke. Hey, ha ha ha. They getting roast. Hey, these motherfuckers they done lost me. Everything I'm doing lofty. I'm kind of wearing on like a softy.
That's still good whip,
Yeah, and then it's Rick Rubin.
Now I'm on wild and now time has changed. Got a little grayness in my hair.
Bro, it's a heavy song, bro. It's a heavy song.
This is good shit. It is really good shit. Don't want to get the stream shut down though.
Right.
They will come after me.
They done shut down my other video. They trying to,
But now let's get into this finale.
Episode 10
minutes. Episode 10. And
kick us off, 9. Top 3.
Peak. Just to reveal that Gata's name is Dave.
Dave.
And then this episode is called Dave, right? I think really good. And I will mirror this with the last season 2, the finale. The show really knows how to tie things up very concisely and deliver on really great season finales. That was great. And there was this like little part when they're arguing in the
house, and she's like,
Dave. And she's like, Dave, shut up. And they both look and they both say sorry or whatever. Not gonna lie, like first time I watched this, at the end in thinking like seeing like Gata start like tearing up or whatever, I was like, yeah, thug tear right there. Thug tear got me. And even like on the rewatch, I was like, damn, that shit does go.
It's still a
very
touchy
hard.
moment. Yeah.
Bro, rewatch this shit, bro.
Rewatch it, Drew. Let's do it, man.
And I don't know if I thank you for joining us today, Drew. I don't know if you've been on the cast before. Y'all making me really want to rewatch this show. Y'all reminding me of so much I forgot and stuff I didn't even think about.
That's what we do. That's what we're here for. That's exactly what we're here for.
Exactly what we're here for. And what is another? And just him on that billboard is fucking ridiculous.
Should have been the eye.
He crucified himself, bro. Like
stupid, bro. I got too much of a laugh out of that because that actually happened. I was trying to. I'm gonna do a breakdown of this, but like apparently, him getting hailed on actually happened as he was filming this. Like that wasn't like fake.
And he's just like on a weird ass corner, like no one's really going to notice him. It's not like on a highway or anything. It's just straight up, just like on a regular city block.
And then side note,
You not even paying attention at all?
yeah.
No, not even.
No, not at all.
Side note: when he starts to rap, it is also the same lyrics that he uses from the song "Bruh" from the album Professional Rapper. He like tends to go to that song a lot. Like he used it on the Double XL freestyle. He used it on the Sway freestyle. He used it in this show. I don't know. I think he just has that memorized really well, and he can just sort of recite it whenever.
Right.
What else you got, Naim?
Okay, that was my 3.
Oh, okay. All right, producer T, you want to go?
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say the Dave thing because that was definitely my.
That's a good one.
His full name was Dave Beyonce, and his little sister just shortens it out to Dave.
Mm-hmm.
And then like penis son.
Penis.
Can we talk about like the new producer that or not? I guess the record executive.
Yeah,
Bro, I'm really excited he was.
That guy was the worst.
You're like, you got a #1 album. It's like, really? #1 on time? Fuck you, Anthony Jeselnik.
Good shit right there. Let's see here.
Have we met? I'm Ryan. I'm with Urban Marketing. Here.
Ryan with Urban Marketing.
Where's Tessa? Couldn't make it, but we talked. I'm fully caught up to speed.
I don't understand. It's my album release week.
And on that note,
It's a #1. #1. Let me see if I can.
Comedy.
what it is to get a #1 on your first album.
#1? What do you mean? Did the Billboard charts come out?
#1 comedy album in the country. Fuck you, Anthony Jeselnik.
Just that Anthony Jeselnik stray out there. Like.
Oh my god. Ryan's the worst.
#2 is how just extra his music awards performance was. Just
Oh my god.
But it
bro,
was fire though.
that thing needs to be like 3 to 5 minutes. You got a full 30-minute stage production going on, lady with the anteater going. Whoa! Too much.
But
The music was hot though.
That shit was fire. I was gonna
fire.
say that shit was fire.
Like
Yeah.
that should be like a full little. If you told me that was a full Little Dicky concert where he performed all his songs in length and that was the stage production,
That would have been.
I would buy tickets to
let's
that.
see
That would
here.
have been awesome.
This again is Symbolism, YWA. They're both named Dave, but both rappers. But due to optics, he's successful. A bit there, yeah. And then like, yeah, on that appropriation type of scale.
Yeah.
Right?
So Lil Dicky is Gata's YWA. All right.
A little,
I can get-
And then final scene is just Dave getting checked again by Emma and Gata. When they're at the scene. And also I have to say I love Gata's gander. Like, man, why you gotta hate on that dude for like just trying to get his any way he can fit in, you know? So what, he was selling some extra wristbands he had. You should be happy that you got something that can also make your friends money because you're not really like paying that much. Like let Gata get his money, man.
Right. Let him do his thing.
It's off of shit like that before. Ain't nothing
This
to
scene
it.
right here.
Fucking heart. You can't even be happy without people telling you they give a fuck about you. And I'm the
Right.
crazy one.
Hey guys.
And then Emma straight up calls him out.
Oh yeah.
Good. Yeah, so good.
Okay.
We
Oh, that's a
good.
problem. We can
You
start.
know what?
with-
Actually, can
Mm-hmm.
we just like
So
finish
good.
in the middle of something? I just really
No,
wanna-
actually, we're in the middle of something, and I feel like you're just hijacking it.
Yeah, bruh. I know we're not on your set with all the catering fancy shit, but you're on my set right now, nigga. And you gotta go. Get the fuck out of here.
Burn everybody. Burn everybody.
Just,
Right
I'm
there.
glad Emma like
Crazy.
stepped in and was like, actually, no, we're in the middle of something.
Yeah. Tough. tough right there.
Yeah.
Was that your
three, Terry?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is one of my favorite parts. It's sort of like people you can lose track of this moment. So when Dave goes out into the parking lot, he's done with the show, and the fan comes up and he's just like, "Hey man, like, what's up with your guy Gator? He sold us, fake tickets, like, fuck you." And Dave's like, "Any way I can make this up, right? Like, let me know." You know what I mean? Film Age, are we serious with the anteater? What are we? We just talked about this. Like
the anteater
is the opposite of antsy.
Get rid of
antsy.
Ants. You need an anteater.
You're right. It's the opposite. So that's what. Yeah. Well, we just go back in the episode when we're done and like, well, we did a whole thing. But it really explained it. I really did explain it in really better form than I'm going to do right now. But opposite of ants. Just know that. But when the guy takes a video and he's like, "Hey, can you tell my ex-girlfriend like that she's wrong for breaking up with me?" And Dave's like, "Yeah, okay." And you could tell he just didn't want to do that. Like that whole scene. Right, this one right here, bro.
It's so weird.
It looks like a crackhead for sure.
Video.
I got it. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm rolling.
All right. Hi. You shouldn't have left him for so many reasons.
Intelligent.
Strong backbone.
That's right. Fuck you, chip tooth bitch. How do you think you're a fucking pygmy slut?
What? Pygmy? Like what?
All right. So
30s
this is just the setup for my point. So my point is, as you let the scene play without sound, you see Dave on the phone because Gator's mom calls him. And in the background, you see Mike trying to get the phone from him to erase. Watch, just look at the background. He tries to get the phone to erase the video, and he can't erase the video. So then the guy just runs away.
Yeah.
The guy just runs away. And Mike comes back and he's like, "Do you know that your fans are the absolute worst?" And I didn't. If you don't pay attention to that, you don't get why. But when you watch the background, you're like, "Bro, that is the app." Like, what the fuck, man?
I hear you. I will talk to him. Thank you for the heads up.
You have
Right
the
here.
worst chance on planet Earth, hands down.
We have
that bit right
He's
there.
having
It's
a manic episode.
so overlooked. Also, my second fact, the music in the episode, right? I think we slightly talked about this, but all of the songs that they have in Dave's set, it's fire. It's just fire. Every single track is like fucking like it's legend. It's legend. Like it's classic.
Let's see if I can pull this off right here.
Bring the sheep to the man. I do everything I can. Got $1 million on the ground. Follow me or you'll be damned. North side, east side, Jesus Christ, way up in this bitch. Count the days, it's almost here. Talking crazy, but you convinced. Wait, heaven sent. I am.
Yeah.
Gotta mix it up.
Gotta mix it up.
This world got way too sensitive. It's so evident we let the devil in.
It's such a track. It's such a banger right here.
Revenant, I put the effort in to be a better man. Let him in. I be walking around the town, talking what I'm about, walking all around, drawing all the crowds, garnering the cloud, calling all them out, following devout.
It's a banger right there, bro. Like,
yeah, they do.
I really was
They do.
expecting an album. Like, it's just.
They should have followed it with an album afterward. They had enough.
Yeah.
And then my last point correlates to the end of this. They bring back the doctor, and like he like enunciates him. He's like, "Oh, it's my doctor, everybody. This is my doctor right here." And then the point that gets me though is when he's like, "Doc, like, what do you usually use?" And he's like, "It's a scalpel." And he's like, "Can we get something that's a bit more
I just
showy, right?" Like,
yeah, I was talking to Terry backstage, and yeah, like I feel like a bone saw would have been
would be appropriate. Yeah.
Different rules apply. How long? Unimpressive visually. Do you have anything bigger? You got to realize you're kind of at the juncture of medicine and stagecraft. Oh,
Stage medicine.
The junction of medicine and stagecraft. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, Drew, he should have released another album. Hopefully, does something for season 3. I just feel like it's easy promotion.
It's super easy. Yeah. You don't need to do a whole bunch, bro. Just put the show out, put the music out. We'll go listen to it. Simple as that.
Looking for like a full release of Atlanta's like Jan Sport,
bro,
that they had in season 3. I really want to hear Jan Sport.
I still want to hear.
That's a real song. That's a full song.
Is that out? Is that fully out there, or is it like on YouTube
by his brother? Yeah, that's one of his.
With my foot on my neck, all I want to respect.
I'll send it to you.
Okay,
but I want that on Spotify when I'm working out. You know what I mean? Like I want an Atlanta soundtrack.
I use SoundCloud, not Spotify. So.
Oh
yeah, I use Apple Music, so fuck all y'all.
I use Tidal. I'm on that Tidal.
That's why Jeff's not with us on this episode. I just want people to know that.
Well, he uses Tidal. Jeff uses Tidal.
I don't know. I think he uses Spotify as well. I don't know. We'll
Rock Nation. 2 times up.
But yeah. Again, those are my top 3. But this episode had a lot going for it from top to bottom. Let that scene play out real quick though. Yeah, that one.
You have a bone saw or different rules apply. How long was this?
Still too long.
But I agree.
The fact that he has a doctor for real, and it was the same doctor from. It's the same doctor from Dave season 1, episode 1, the one that.
Really?
It's the same doctor. It's the same. That's why hilarious. I thought it was a great. It was a great callback because if you go back to Dave season 1, episode 1, it's the same guy where he's like, "Not my field."
First scene.
Yeah. First scene, and he's in the show. So it's a really great callback. But yeah, this episode had a lot going for it as far as closing wise, right? We're like, all right, Dave's making music. Dave's got all of his music. He's still shitty with his friends. And until he's not, that's the same guy. Same guy. The pubiscus.
And I know this is going to sound so absurd, but before I can just show you my penis, I do have to kind of explain a few things about it to you.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, good little callback, man. So yeah, again, a lot going on. And again, I think probably for everybody, the most touching moment of this episode that it caught me off guard the first time I watched it was having Gaeta finally perform with Dave at the end of the episode.
Such a good one. Like such a good.
Also, this scene is so great, right? Him dancing in the backyard with the song. It's
he's
my
doing
house.
those fucking flips too. Oh, that's like.
You're about to get copyrighted. Yeah, Just let that play without no sound.
I guess I could do that.
It's my house.
And I live it. We'll just sing it. Me and Terry will sing it. I live it.
Just going on.
That's a great
scene. Yeah,
it
does seem like he's having a crazy manic episode if you just walked up on there with a brand new BMW and all these gold chains and shit just lying around, and your friend basically is doing backflips to this damn song.
Yeah. But I mean, it makes sense in context if he's trying to just like hype himself up for a music video he's about to shoot.
Yeah.
So definitely makes sense.
I think we were all trying to figure out like how can he afford a BMW for $8,000? Like who's he buying it from? Like
it seems like he's just like renting it or whatever, or
maybe I don't know. Like
I don't.
It had license plates on it. It didn't have dealer plates, so he's had it for a while. But like, what's going? I just had a lot of questions.
I mean, that's a clear like because dude, he was selling the bands to was like, I used to have this car in high school. So he's definitely not going to let this be punked
It's an
out
older
on
model.
his music video. Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely an older model for sure, but yeah.
No, his let's see here. That was like his old car.
Right. He said I used to have a car. That was my first car in high school or something like that, right?
Was it this is this the BMW?
Yeah.
Man, this shit better than VIP, bro. Come on, stop tripping. You in the section. You family now, dog.
Oh, family now, dog.
Surprisingly lit sound system.
It's surprising.
Especially for the time. Okay, yeah, I'll see you at the
right.
though. I had the same one when I was in high school. Unexpected sound system, right?
Unexpectedly lit sound system, right? Okay, I thought like he got that.
I thought it was a different car. I couldn't tell.
No, it's the same car.
I just noticed the matching scarves. They're from Turkey. Cashmere.
Cashmere outside. Yeah, how about that?
Cashmere outside.
Terry got us these from Turkey. Yeah.
Yeah. We also you got some gifts from some more viewers. You definitely sent something to Film Age. Kenya is not joining us tonight, but she received some packages from Istanbul as well.
Yeah, I got a couple more to send out tomorrow.
So stay tuned, and we'll be
definitely do a giveaway. We'll definitely do a giveaway on this episode. We'll do a little giveaway right now. If anybody who writes in on this right now or on the next one, their top 3 Dave episodes from this season 2. Put it in the comments.
Film Age excluded. He already got shit.
Yeah. Fuck you, Film Age. You can't do it right now. Anybody else but Film Age. Film Age be getting free shit all the time. But if anybody else but Film Age, whether you're watching this right now on the replay, live, whatever, your top 3.
I was actually going to save that for like whatever we do for season 3.
I mean, we'll still do it for season 3. We'll still do a little giveaway from there too. Yeah.
Okay.
We balling. We're producer Terry is Mr. Least.
Mr. Least, yeah. We're not Mr. Beast.
Not Mr. Beast, but Mr. Least.
But Mr. Least.
You'll at least get some shit, you know what I mean? So but like again, the main carryover from this episode is after this argument, and it's an intense argument him and Dave have, right?
You jumping on stage with this nigga everywhere.
I don't know. I literally, you've never once approached me for a song.
What I gotta do? Beg you every day to do a song, bro? Any other friend would have just did it off the dribble.
Dribble.
Yeah, just because we're friends, I'm supposed to just inherently make music with you? Why does that compute? Do my high school friends get verses? I don't
Bro,
know.
fuck your high school friends. They're not on stage fucking out with your white ass, bro. You using me.
I'm using you.
Yes.
Really, Gata?
Yeah.
Oof, deep. Deep.
It gets pretty intense.
Deep. Yeah, it's an intense scene. And it's the most that we've ever seen somebody besides
about ants.
Oh yeah.
Why I don't make music with you, Gata? You really want to know?
Why?
I don't like it. I think it's generic. I don't think you put much effort into it. And I don't make music that way.
Man, you ain't even listen to all my shit. You only listen to 1 or 2 tracks. And you think that's supposed to make me sad? I don't give a fuck. I make music for me, myself, and I. I don't need nobody validation.
Dave, would you please be quiet?
Sorry.
You realize how inconsistent your argument is,
the antithesis of that argument, right?
Did I miss it?
To look cooler in a rap video,
bro.
No, it's right after that.
It's right here.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Here.
Rap because I fucking love it. Look, I'm in the closet every day making music, pouring my heart out while you in the mansion rapping about writer's block, ants, and man.
Bro, seeing this scene though, when he sees inside the closet, right, and looks at where, Gata is recording compared to what he does, and Gata's wanting to put just when that door creaks open and you see it, it's just like this shitty closet where he's like recording. It's like, bro, you're useless. You're useless. What are you doing?
Yeah, like let him get some studio time. Like for the last 2 seasons, Gata's been in the studio, saying let me do something, let me record something, and they haven't followed through with that.
Right.
So I feel like, this episode at the end when it falls over, and even Allie is texting him.
Yeah, I have a question. I just want to know, when did they record? When they have time to record this? Is this the same night? Is this a different night? when did they record this? Like continuity wise, like that's literally the only question that I have about this episode. Besides that, I love the song. I love what they did with the twist. I remember watching this the first time.
Right.
And like seeing Gata
Like was that actually the same night of
there? But again, there's
I
no like
had an
indication
expectation that like the VMAs was like a week after whatever,
I thought it was very soon. Like I thought it was very soon-ish. And I mean, obviously, you see at the beginning of the episode, the song that Gata does at the end of the whole episode with Dave is the song that Gata is recording in his closet at the beginning of the episode. So obviously he was working on it. He knows the song. He knows the layout of the land. He knows the beat.
Right. He put it on.
Yeah. How does Dave know?
But it is such a like a collaborative like song too.
It's
they're like going back and forth. They're rapping.
You
back
would have
and forth
you would have needed some time to like get that right get that vibe right. You can't just be like, we're just gonna put this track on and it's gonna be Grease, Grease the musical. Like, bro, like that's not how this shit works. Like, I promise you.
This shit was funny though because like it would be kind of crazy like
Display him on TV being super.
Like being this dude.
Oh, bro, yeah.
And like watching. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna sit and watch with my girlfriend or ex-boyfriend, just kill the VMAs or whatever.
Right.
And yeah, I'm just gonna hold back my insecurities and just enjoy this moment. Oh, you're texting him. You're texting him before he goes on.
Great. That's
Great. Yeah, and we know that Allie's going to be in the next season on the Find Love tour, so probably does not work out with them.
You're gonna guess not. Hopefully they do something different on the show, and we also find out within this montage that Mike is not. He has not he doesn't have plans to join.
The
Dave on the tour.
And he's just like, yeah, I want to keep my friends and business separate or whatever. And it's like, yeah, he just doesn't want to be around Dave.
Right.
Yeah. That's why. Just
And
keep
so
paying
when
me
this-
to be your friend.
Be your friend and I'll be.
Love you, man. Thank you for always being there.
Yeah, but when this music started to blaze up a little bit, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Getting just in that like feel. I'm like, damn. And then it's like cuts to Gata or like
When it cuts
just
to
all
Gata,
the people in
bro.
his life like actually watching him.
Yeah, you see, it goes to everybody, and I think it's really important to get those emotional bits from everybody. But when it cuts to Gata, and I remember watching the first time, I'm like, damn, man, like I think I started tearing. Like Gata makes me tear up, and I don't really tear up that much.
Bro, I would not watch that shit. Oh, this dude is obviously eating popcorn.
Right. Boyfriend, Allie and her boyfriend. Yeah.
If he be punching the air, I'd be punching the air.
I'm not about to touch that L. I'm not touching that.
Right. Like, yeah, like I'm just not vibing out with that shit. It's like
Not having that, son.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, getting to the end of this, like one of the most touching moments that have happened for me have happened from Gata. You know what I mean? Yeah, here we go. Like, as that
And
builds,
like you see that Emma is recording the Gata video. Like,
right? She's editing
just
it.
taking it down and then just doing this shit.
Also, this little Nas X bit
is
was
me.
just like so corny.
So pointless.
Yeah.
So like they're
If
just
you-
like, all right, let's just get him in there.
If you misspell it on Google, it spells out to LOL Dinky. And I was like, bro, what?
Jack, you know it. Yeah. And I have the biggest song ever. Anyway,
Yeah, but the shot right here.
This bit right, that shot right there, bro.
And nobody laughed.
Wow, when the tears come and he puts his sunglasses on. Yeah. Dude. Oh. Touching moment right there, bro. Touching fucking moment.
Because at first I was like, okay, is this Gata imagining that he's
Is that Doja
on
Cat
stage?
behind him? All
This ain't
bald?
Swarm. This ain't Swarm. I don't know. I don't think that's Doja Cat.
I don't, she wouldn't have been bald at this point.
Okay.
I mean, she used wigs all the time. Like she might have been, but like.
But yeah, check this shit out.
Check this shit out, bro. Yeah, I seriously thought, I'm like, okay, so this whole stage show is for Dave, and you know, Gata's somewhere and he's doing something. He's gonna go, and then I don't think 1 and 2 hit until about right there, and I was like, wait, what's happening? Also, you can find this song on Spotify.
Yeah, I used this intro for my Dave vs. Lena Volume 2 video. It's just, it's pretty hard.
It's incredible.
That was it for me right there. When his family is also like watching from home and just like cheering him on. That shit's dope. That shit was like, okay.
It's touching. It's so hard touching.
Little thug tier. Yeah, his performance is like this part right here. And then I love like the callback to Delaware. Let me see if I can actually play this shit.
You good, bro? I don't treat my friends right. Fuck it if I'm wrong, if my pen right. You good, bro?
Good, bro.
He's looking for an angle till I'm squared, though. I'm not always right over here, bro. You good, bro? We do the worst to become first. You know the
Such a song.
Just keep it real with me, no turf. All good, homie. What the fuck are friends for? Hey, hey,
Such a vibe.
So good.
Such a vibe right here, man. Film Age saying it right here.
An amazing performance, yeah.
Bro, absolutely.
Really good shit. Really good
absolutely.
Shit right Yep. Let me get it.
Hands up! I need everybody in this bitch to put their motherfucking hands up. Right now.
Like, where is parents sitting next to him?
I'm sorry.
I really like to. All,
right there.
Wait, did you see his face?
We're breaking up right now.
His fucking face, bruh.
We're breaking up like right
play with no sound real quick. Nah, tell me when you can take it off real quick. Yeah. Let me see. So we pause it right.
Right, look at that fucking face, bro.
It's over for you, dog.
It's
over for you.
Just tell him to
go.
When keeping it real goes wrong, right?
Walk out the house, bro. Gotta put this one on.
You should have tried to Netflix and chill, homie. You should have Netflix.
Damn it.
Oh, you know what it is right here? Hang on. You know what it is right here?
Got him! Got him!
Got him!
Nah, bro. It's this face. If you got this face on, then it's this shit right here. It's like
Really him. Really him.
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
Bro, you a victim for that.
All right,
bro.
guys, this one, even
Allie
more.
is
This
in
one,
the bag.
this one right here.
The nigga swung his body to the side.
He was out of there. He was out of there, punching the air for real, dude. Yeah.
He is. He's like,
yeah, very great. I mean, he's fighting
Also,
back.
just on a shout out from yesterday. Just on a shout out from yesterday, right here.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
Bro, he's out of the game right there.
Out of the game, bro.
But the switch up because when Dog is saying that, like, oh yeah, you're blowing up in Delaware, right? And it's just kind of like that nice switch up to,
bro.
like,
And he's like, I want to figure out what's going on over there.
right. And it's just like, okay, yeah, acknowledge and just like be grateful for your success, like. The fact that you're even invited to the VMAs to perform, like that's what kind of like Gata was trying to tell him, like, dude,
right?
You're
he
so
did make
lucky.
the top 100 of Billboard list,
Right?
91.
Good.
He's pissed. He's pissed about that.
But we
That's
good.
funny, so.
Looking like a motherfucker can't tell me shit. Hey, looking like I'm about to
Delaware.
Bro, home for Joe Biden right there.
And then like Els is in the.
Oh, it's such a fun scene when they got him clipped in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's such a fun
see.
scene. Are you gonna try to get it?
Yeah, I'll get it right here.
It's a fun. This is just a fun.
I'm sorry if it's making you mad. You mad, huh? I'm playing hard, ain't no doubt about it.
Bro, that's how it ends. That's how season 2 ends. That's how
like
season 2
so
ends.
Good. That's
Bro.
like such a good finale. It's like really redeems like the whole season. I'm so upset.
Dave being a
I feel
shitty
like
person.
I was like, dude, you got to learn from the last season, right? Like you got to learn something. And I was like, is he really going to pull this off? How are they going to pull off this finale? And I gotta say, they pulled this finale off perfectly.
Yeah,
perfectly.
Yeah, and like it's not that they don't know how to end shows, because I mean, season 1's finale with him freestyling on Charlemagne, like great.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Yeah,
but then to be able to top that one with this, like, come on, bro. This show
with the real, like the Gata,
it's all Dave. It's all Dave.
And yeah, really, I'm just a sucker for like good titles, good like themes,
callbacks,
callbacks, and they really tied it together at this end here.
I love it.
Really
I love it. And I hope we got everybody out there hyped up, ending, season 1 and season 2, and going into season 3, which actually kicks off next week on FX, April 5th. It'll be on Hulu on April 6th. And we'll be breaking it down on April 6th, next Thursday. So hopefully us breaking it down got it hyped up for y'all. Producer T, any final notes or anything from this episode that you liked that we didn't really touch on or anything like that, my dude?
I'm good.
We good?
Terry's tired as hell. He was like, "No, let's run this one short." I was like, "It's the finale, my guy. It's probably going to be the longest one." Season 3. Can we do we got a little bit of time here?
I think we could do it.
We could probably do this right here. Let's just watch this Dave season 3 trailers. Get us a little extra hype on this one. Okay.
My name's Dave, and I'm here to say.
Welcome to the tour.
This your first tour. You supposed to go hard.
This is the biggest event of the year, man.
Rick Ross.
I'm Allie.
Listen, no shitting on the bus. You shit, you spit.
How is the search for love going?
I mean, I had such high hopes. This was supposed to be like the romantic climax of life. This is the Scrogard. It is an STD preventative tour.
Oh, wow.
You look great.
I feel so protected.
I'm so happy that I get to see America.
Boston Dynamics robot and shit.
Is that me?
Right.
This is the heaviest thing.
Wow. You're with him every day. How do you resist him?
Are you serious? Because I'm with him every day.
Well,
Don Cheadle. We get Don Cheadle.
Need some adversity, dog. Bro, you fall down 7 times, you get up 8.
Why would I have to get up 8 times if I've only fallen down 7? The math doesn't even add up.
I'll sure
I don't have any control over Dave.
Tour is just the one time where there's no deadlines. I can just live life to the F. Whoa! Please do not shoot.
USA. USA.
You don't know my values. Maybe we have more in common than you might think.
Why don't you just tell me what they are?
Mom, what are our values?
You. Coffee for. There you go, Jew.
Bro, Kanye West better make an appearance.
I'm gonna need some of that in my life.
All right.
But yeah, hopefully we get everybody
excited. Yes, sir.
we get everybody amped up for this one right here.
Yes,
I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Nine, did you have any final notes from the finale of season 2?
Just excited.
I'm excited.
For season 3.
Yeah, we're
Ready for
doing
that
big
coverage.
things. I've been ready for it for 2 years. So let's go. Let's go.
Let's get
Let's get it. But let's wrap up. I hope everybody, we've made y'all more excited for Dave. And if y'all haven't watched, if you haven't watched in a long time, you haven't watched it at all, you have a week. Get into it, watch it. You have more than enough time to watch all the episodes.
Drew, you're saying yes, sir.
minutes.
You better be, better
All
be
caught up.
watching that.
I need you all
better
caught
be
up,
tuned
Drew.
in next week for us. Hell
Uh-huh.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Let's go.
dog. That's
Let's
what's
go.
up, Drew.
Yeah.
Let's go all the way. Terry wants to go all the way home, even though he is home. So let's get him there. Producer T, where can people find you if they want to reach out to you for all things going on in Nerd Nation?
Always check me out on Instagram at terryfphotos. And don't forget to get your pins at Pendependence CO. We got Atlanta pins for you. I got big booty Pokemon pins for you. I got evil corporations that would probably sell Pride merchandise for you. Whatever you want.
9 nerd pins right there.
That's reverse, but those are the Atlanta pins.
Love it. Love it. 9, where can people find you if they want to reach out to you about everything going on in the wonderful world?
Right here, my dear boy. Right here, my guys.
Oh.
Right here on YouTube. Going to be hopefully dropping another video. It's going to be a 15,000 subscriber special. Just going over your comments on the Swarm video that blew up last week. And then just kind of like putting a pin to that. Going to try to, I don't know, I'm just got a lot of stuff, but we're covering Mandalorian on Wednesdays. We're going to be covering Dave, as we said, season 3 next week. And hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and you join the Discord server because I'm going to put a little, Dave season 3 on the Discord server. So when people, we all chat and discuss different shows in the Discord server. There's about 300 people in that motherfucker. So you're going to find someone that you like chatting to in there.
Right.
And yeah. What about you? Money Gator Weather.
Money Gator Weather. You can find me Money Blake Weather, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, or TikTok. You could find my other podcast, Unfiltered Bachelor. We're doing all sort of dating talk there. I've got a new episode I'm actually about to drop in the next few days. So you can find me over there, or you can find me here, 9 Nerd Yards. And we're doing the most. I want to thank everybody who's blown up everything that we've been doing, especially the Swarm stuff. It's at 126K views.
126?
On YouTube.
Damn, the last time I actually looked at the number, it was like 110. And I think that was this morning.
126K views on YouTube and climbing.
Yeah,
you guys have been blowing up our TikTok on 9 Nerd Yards. Just want to thank everybody for that. So wherever you're following us, we appreciate you so much for glowing up the channel. What do you do? Are you hiding behind the satin? Boy, what are you doing?
Cashmere, bitch.
Cash me inside. How about that? Well, y'all can catch us next Wednesday breaking down Mandalorian. So if you're not watching Mandalorian, go ahead and watch that just to keep up to date with what we're doing. I want to thank everybody for tuning in morning, evening, afternoon, whether you're watching live or the replay. We do appreciate you. And until the next time, we will see you.
Peace.
Peace.